Well, good news. My builders have managed to wall themselves into my potential shower. Good work, team. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, finally getting around to playing Prison Architect. I've been asked to do this several times by many viewers. Many friends of the channel have said, please do Prison Architect. And I just had a really hard time getting into it. I think even the most ardent Prison Architect fans will say that the tutorial for Prison Architect is pretty much the worst tutorial ever created, in that it doesn't actually tell you how to play the game. But finally, a viewer, a really good friend of the channel, pointed me in the direction of some great tutorial videos on the old YouTubes that kind of coax me through the first part of Prison Architect. So I've put a little bit into it, and I've been wanting to put it on the channel for a while. So we're gonna take a bash at it. I'm gonna make a prison. I'm sure this will all go swimmingly well, and nothing bad will ever happen. So, as is very traditional on the wee hours, we're gonna keep almost everything on normal. Straight down the middle of the road. That's how we do things around here. But I am gonna make a few changes. I'm gonna put the map size on large. I'd like to have as much build area as I can initially. I'm gonna turn the fog of war off because I don't really see the point of it. I'd like to be able to see everything. Now, weirdly, I am going to turn on dynamic reputations, which does not sound like the sort of thing I would do at all, but I think it might be fun to have prisoners gain or lose unique reputation traits during their time in prison. And I'm gonna take a shot at turning on events. Adds an extra challenge, which is not words that I traditionally like to hear, but an element of unpredictability, which I do generally like to hear. So we're gonna turn events on. Everything else we're just going to keep as is. Fog of War off, dynamic reputations and events on. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so we got a big plot of land and a road, and my builders are showing up. I am immediately throwing it into pause mode because time is ticking, and 8 prisoners are going to show up in about a day, and they're going to want to have somewhere to sleep. Let's see if we can fidget with that for a second, because the number one thing I've learned in Prison Architect, and in fact the only thing I've learned in Prison Architect, is let's immediately make sure no one is going to show up. I am going to close the intake for right now until I have things settled. It's going to take my builders a long time to build all of the things that I'm going to need to accept anyone at all. So we're going to throw everything into pause. Now, let's start generating some money around here. Let me take a look at what grants are available. Basic detention center, turn an empty field into a functioning prison, and we're going to need a ton of stuff. A holding cell, a shower, a yard, a kitchen, a canteen, 2 guards, and 2 cooks minimum. However, those are all the things I'm going to end up building anyway, so I may as well take the money. Take that, please. Now, I can take 2 grants right now. If I get my accountant, we do some research, I can up that a little bit. What else might I want? Oh, administration center. Build 2 offices and hire a warden. Yeah, again, something I'd be doing anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Okay, we've got a lot to do before anybody shows up here who may have potentially committed a crime. So I need to start mapping some stuff out. Now, I've put a few hours of my own time into this, and sometimes I use quick build and sometimes I don't. It kind of depends what I'm doing. For my initial building, which is just going to be a power station, I'm going to go ahead and just use the quick build because I just think it's easier. I honestly just think it's easier. So let's get a utility room. Now, here's the thing. I want a lot of room up front because there's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming down the road that I'm going to want to have up here. And let me say, when I've played this a little bit by myself, I've played it up to a point. So really what I've done is fidget with it for a bit and fail, and then fidget with it again and get a little bit farther and fail again, as is traditional in Prison Architect, I'm learning. But I haven't gone that far in it, so I don't really know what the future is going to hold. Long story short, let's dump down a utility room here. I'm going to throw this guy. Let me look at my map one more time. I'm going to throw this guy right here. You guys get cooking on that. I'm going to unpause it so they're actually going to get something going here. Now, get out of this. What else am I going to need here? Holding cell, shower, yard, all sorts of things. Okay. Let me get my offices set up, because I got to do that too. Offices, again, I'm just going to quick build the offices because it's just easier. I may throw some goodies in there later, but how about we did an office here and an office here. Now, I know that leaves a little bit of unused space there, but I've already learned to cope with the information. I hope the rest of you have too. You'll get used to that kind of feeling eventually. Get me out of this and get everyone. Is my builder showing up? Yeah, everybody's here. The gang's all here. Let's kick it into high mode or high gear a little bit more. How about a little bit more, guys? There you go, champs. All right, no breaks for you guys. Just keep working. Thank you very much. Okay, those are the easy ones. Now what? I'd like my holding cell, because I'm trying to plan for the future. I'm sure the place will burn to the ground first, but I am trying to plan for the future here. I think I'd like my holding cell to be right around here-ish. And this one I'm going to do myself. This one, let me get, oh yeah, just regular old brick building, please. Let me get, those can all stay up there. You guys all stay up there and just be cool. Look busy. I'm going to get my holding cell kind of like this. This is really kind of bigger than I actually need it to be, but we're doing it anyway. We're totally doing it anyway. All right, so you guys are going to get going on that. You're going to do all of that stuff. You know what? Just check in with me when you're done, guys. And seeing as this is a prison and all, I should probably start working on the whole keeping people inside concept that seems to be so popular in prisons these days, i.e. when you get in here, you're not allowed to leave. So, fences and doors. Now, here's the thing. The regular old fence is only $3 a square. The white wall is $50, as is the concrete wall. All of these are really, really, really expensive. I'm pretty sure that prisoners can probably bust their way through a fence, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, I know. Again, you'll get used to that feeling. I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to take this down here and over here. Oh, I got to cancel that bit or that's going to make me completely mental. Go ahead and just get rid of that, please, when you get a chance. Thank you. Oh, you'd like a gate or something probably, right? I bet you guys want some sort of gate. Have a regular fence gate. Kind of thinking of a plan for the future. Have a regular fence gate there and then call me when you're done. Okay, now the fun stuff. Let's get some power going on around here. Actually, before I even do that, I'm going to throw down a couple more capacitors. Just for giggles, just for fun. Let's get you to go over there, and then you can go up there. Now, let's bring everybody down here. And then everybody gets connected into a thing that requires electricity, like the lights and whatnot. They did slam out my potential holding cell really quickly. So when I'm done with this, let's get out of here. And then let's divvy this up a little bit. Okay, I want kind of an entrance area where, they come in and then there's like jail. Jail is beyond that. So walls and doors. Give me a... Actually, do they need all barred walls? I'd like them to have some barred walls. I'd like them to know where they are. So let's get this to go like this. Yeah, this is actually a much bigger holding cell than I really needed it to be. And then just a regular old concrete wall like that. And bring me like here. Because I got to get a shower in here somewhere. So put that down there. I think. Get out of that, and then call me when you're done again. I know I'm asking you builders to call me a lot, but I really need to be kept in constant communication as to what you're doing in my prison at all times. Now, they've already got the offices done, so I may as well get my warden in here. So you can live right there, Mr. Warden, sir, and then let's get you, come out of that. Let's get you going on some old research there. Why don't you sit in your office and think about finance for 6 hours? Apparently you can figure out everything you need to do in finance in 6 hours. Really what you're doing in 6 hours is finding a good local accountant and then hiring them. How are we doing down here, kids? We're just doing electric cable? Okay, how about if you went a lot faster? Would that help? Well, good news. My builders have managed to wall themselves into my potential shower. Good work, team. Well done there. What if we put a door here? Would that help? Would you feel better about that? Speaking of a door, we actually haven't done a door over here either, so that's also going to cause some fussy problems now, isn't it? There you go. I'm sure some of your buddies will be along to let you out momentarily. However, you were the one stupid enough to wall yourself into the shower, so you can't really put this one on me now, can you? In the meantime, now that you're in there, guys, let's actually bring some water down here so people can have a shower eventually. Let me get a large pipe, go into here, and go into here, and then all the way down here. This is really a much larger shower than I really needed it to be. But here we are. Let me go to rooms. Let me actually zone some of this stuff out. So let me see here. I want this to be a shower when you guys get out of there. And I want a holding cell. All of this is going to be a holding cell, and all of that is going to be way bigger than I need. But it is what it is. It's, you know what? Plan for the future. There should hopefully be a lot of prisoners kicking around here. They may want somewhere to hang out. Now, the fun part. Objects. Now, the holding cell only technically needs benches and toilets, but I think we can do a little bit better than that. I will put some benches down. So let's get bench and bench up there. I'm going to put, let's see, do I want some beds? Yeah, people might be spending the night in here more than a few times. So bed, 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 bed. Wow, I've really made this place bigger than it needed to be. But here we are. Okay, that'll hold 10 prisoners. Right there. You want toilets, and you know what? I'm going to be nice to you guys. I'm not just going to put them on the wall. I'm actually going to give you guys a modicum of privacy. Get me back to walls. Put white wall like that. There we go. Sort of a little tiny bit of privacy, unless someone is sleeping in bed, in which case they can watch everything you're doing, but your neighbor can't see you. Now, how about, I bet you guys would like a phone booth or two. Where did those go? Phone booths. I like them because people can make calls on them. I know they're around here somewhere. There we go. Nice and highlighted for me. If you need to make a call, I got you covered in my holding cell. What other fun things can I throw in here? Oh, I should get the old shower heads going in this neck of the woods. So get me, why are you saying that's an unreachable build? You've got an open door now. You know that, right? Why are you saying that's blocked? I don't know. I'm really hoping you're going to figure that out sooner rather than later, because I've got a lot of shower heads I'm going to need you to install. And then put a few drains in here too, like that. Yeah, that'll work. How about, you know what? I'm gonna do this place up for you guys. You're gonna have a sink and mirror over here. You need to pretty yourself up in my holding cell. You got it. And a couple more benches aren't going to hurt anything. This is the nicest holding cell I've ever created. I would say I would not mind spending time here, but I really would, because that would mean I was in prison, and that's probably not going to end well for anyone concerned with that project. What else could I possibly throw in here? I pretty much got everything that you are going to need. I will throw down a weight bench. Why don't you have something to do while you're here? You know, either lift weights and beef yourself up, or club your other inmates over the head with a weight. Either way works for me. What else? What else? You're getting everything done down here. This no longer says unreachable build. Warden dude, my man here, are you done with thinking about accountancy? You absolutely are. Okay. Why don't you, while you've got nothing better to be doing, maintenance security. I know security would seem to be a premium in a prison, but maintenance. Get me maintenance, because I need janitors and groundskeepers and things of that nature. P.S. Go ahead and hire an accountant, because I think that'll tick that off right there. There's a little bit of money coming back in. Okay. We're working on the holding cell still. What have you not built down here? And I need the small pipes for the toilets. Otherwise, they don't work no good. And one there, and actually I'm pretty sure I did them all the way along here. So why don't you have all of those? You'll get to it eventually. What do you think you're missing? It's not enclosed. Are you sure about that? Why do you think it's not enclosed? Did you just not build my door? Well, that's odd. That I see the space, but I also see the door. Okay, I'm going to let them kind of get on with things, and I'll check in with them in a bit. I'm going to think about a kitchen. Let's get a canteen sort of area here. Yeah, here-ish. That's going to leave me with a double wall there that I didn't really necessarily want. But again, I'm already learning to cope with the information. Let's get a door, just a regular old door, because everybody's going to need to get in and out of here. You're still saying you're not enclosed. That's different. Is the box stuck in the door? I find that happens sometimes. Why don't you, I don't know, dump that? You know what? I'm going to let him get on with it. I'm going to let him get on with it and just see what happens. It may just correct itself. They may just need to move something. You guys are having fun over here. You look like you're having a blast thinking about things. So next would be a kitchen. Show me the quick build kitchen, please. I might just slam that out. Yeah. I think we could put that right there. Right there. That should probably be a staff-only door, although there's prison labor to think about. Gotta think about the old prison labor there. Making the prisoners earn their money around here. Okay, pop that door in there so the kitchen folks can get in and out. How are we doing over here? You're still saying this is not enclosed. You're still saying that, and you're moving on to other things. That concerns me. I'm concerned. This is my concerned face. You can't see my face, but I assure you, I have a concerned face on my face. That. I need a bigger pipe to come all the way along here. Otherwise, none of that is going to work. Okay. Why are you saying, come out of all of this? We need to figure this out. I'm failing at holding cell. Well, I've completely redesigned parts of my holding cell, and it's become very confusing. Already, Dave's Awesome Prison has stumbled at the first hurdle, which is odd, because I can actually usually do this. I've done many holding cells, but I'm failing on enclosed. I've ripped down the barred walls, and I put up regular old walls. I've got a large jail door in it, and there's a door over here. I'm failing to see what is not enclosed. I am literally tracing the walls here and not seeing it. I've also failed on toilet. There are 4. There are 4 of them, Gabe. They're right here. Just for giggles. Just for fun. Just for having the conversation. I'm going to put yet another toilet down. This clearly says toilet. I'm going to put it by the phone booth. Because, if you're on the phone and you gotta, go, that would actually be a really convenient place for a toilet. I'm going to need to pipe that in, aren't I? Yeah, give me utilities. Give me that going over here somewhere. I don't actually remember where I put it. In the meantime, let me work on my canteen here. In the meantime, let me work on the old canteen. So rooms, we need some canteen action going on here. All of that is going to be canteen. They're working on the kitchen. Let me just very, very quickly, while I happen to be looking right at it, get some power going here. There and there and there and there. And I think you need water too, but you'll tell me. Oh yeah, there you go. There's water right there. Okay, come back. Large pipe. Oh, this is, I probably should have put this slightly closer, but here we are. Get all of that in there and a small pipe, because I've got things to do. Specifically, things that involve canteens. Now, obviously need tables and benches and a serving table. I think we can do even better than that. I'm going to put 2 serving tables up here, and then a whole bunch of benches. And let's see, that would be bench, table, bench, table. Okay, I figured out my holding cell issue. The toilet was definitely part of it. because now I've passed toilet. Toilet will work when it gets piped in. I'm not sure why these don't, but apparently they didn't. But I figured out the not enclosed bit. You can all go back and delete your comments. I got it. It's because I haven't finished my fence around the entire building yet. So absolutely, a prisoner could basically just walk out. Basically, more or less just walk out and go home. Canteen, back to this. So bunch of tables here. That's all I'm pretty much going to need right now, but I've got a lot of room to grow. Now, what fun things could we give them in here? How about a fan? That will improve a canteen's grade. Yeah, that'll really get the air circulating in that massive building. Oh, a bin. That's probably a good idea. You guys should have a couple of those. I think I'm going to call it a day on the canteen. That will get the job done. The kitchen is in the process of being done. Oh, hey, Sparky, did you ever figure out how maintenance works? Yeah, you did. Good. Figure out how cleaning things works. We're going to get moving on that. Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to need another office for the foreman. You right there, you're going to need an office. Yeah, because I can't research that until you come in and figure out how it works. So let's go back. This one I'm just going to quick build. Give me just an office. You can live right next to the warden. If I buddy those up, then I only have the one wall. And then eventually you'll all figure out how cleaning things works. Excellent. Good job, kids. While they're getting on with all of that, what other grants could we grab here? Basic Detention Center we're working on. We're definitely going to get that done. I could build a medical ward. That would not be the worst idea. What do I need to unlock cell block A? Oh, the Basic Detention Center. Okay, so once I finish this off, which I'm almost done with, actually, in fact, we can get a lot of that cooking along right now if I build a yard. So get me... I'm concerned about my fence gate over here. I feel this should be something more secure. Like, a jail gate. I'm going to dismantle that. I feel that's not the right move. Because I think just anyone can go in and out of that. I think that should be, slightly more secure. More secure than the mild chain link fence that separates the prisoners from freedom. I'm sure they will just not in any way attempt to scramble over that or cut through it in any way, shape, or form. I'm sure they're all very, very perfectly nice people, and they wouldn't ever, ever violate the rules of my prison. However, with all of that being said out loud, I'm going back to fence so I can just get a yard going along. All of this, here's my thought process. Here's how Dave's brain works. All of this is kind of in embryo. Things are going to get moved later. Now, that being said out loud, most of what I have built here is probably not going to move. The canteen might fidget with that later, but a lot of these offices are going to stay exactly where they were. The point of this is being that don't listen to anything I just said. Almost everything here is permanent, except for the yard. I might move the yard around later because I don't really care. It's very easy to take it down and put it up again somewhere else. So have yourself a yard, kids, and have a fence gate, because I'm really confident about the security level of that. And then put in the fact that it's actually a yard. Otherwise, they're not going to know that it's a yard. Slam that in there if you could. Thank you. And then what do you technically need? Okay, it just needs to be secure. It needs nothing at all. Fantastic. Well, it will be behind a door, a flimsy door, mind you, but it will be behind a door at some point. Now, what do I actually want to put in here? Bleachers. Yeah, let's get bleachers. You always see them in a prison movie. Yeah, tons of bleachers where people are going to hang out and probably plot things. How about an outdoor table? Let's have a picnic in the yard. And maybe a couple of benches could live here. And then how about something fun to do for the guys? How about a tire stack? Make it like a playground around here. And tire wall. Yeah, it's totally just a playground. This is a 5-year-old's playground. This is what I'm creating for them. Phone booth, no. Outside, I don't think so. No. You know what? That's it. That's what you're getting. I may move all of that later, so that's all you're getting right now. And while they're working on that, I'm going to start actually plotting out where the prisoners are going to go. So let's see if I did... Oh, wait, whoa. Back that off, Dave. Holy McMoly there. Back that off. You do not have that kind of money. You don't even have that kind of money. Get rid of that. Get rid of everything. I need to finish this first. So at bare minimum, I just need to finish the fence. That's ideally what I need to do. Even if it's just temporary for right now. Go up here. I say temporary again like I meant it. But I'm also kind of pre-planning where the first prison block is going to go here. Get all of that to go there. Call me when you're done, and in the meantime, let's just knock off a couple more things. I hate to hire cooks right now, because they ain't cooking for nobody, but it will just bang out this quest. There and there is exactly what I want you to do. That only leaves me up 280 on a daily basis. Money is going to be a little tight the first few days here, but I think all of that put together should equal finishing the basic detention center quest, I guess. Or at least it will if I remember to put the door back in the gate over there. Okay, now it's probably going to finish off the basic detention center quest. Wow, they lay that fence quickly. Well, it is cheap and flimsy. It's not that surprising, actually. P.S. Most of you guys will probably be fired later. We're just doing some initially large buildings, and then I probably don't need quite as many of you as I think I do. Okay. Are we done? Oh, you haven't done the door yet. Okay. That door should tick all of this off. Where are you going? Oh, you got to chop down some trees. Oh, okay. That's fair. Can I sell that tree stump? No. Sometimes I can sell the wood. Oh, there we go. Logs. Yeah, sell that, please. Yeah, there was $50 for some logs right there. Oh, is there more? Oh, yeah, sell all of them. There you go. There's some cash. Well, now I am getting a teensy bit confused here. I'm still getting not enclosed on my holding cell, which I feel that it is. I have finished the fence all the way around here. And for fun, I just went over and built a fence sort of here to see if it was these doors that were the problem. But no, I've still got that the holding cell is not enclosed. I really feel it is, game. I'm pretty confident it is. You put the door in, right? Yeah, you put a door in. You put the jail door in. That is... You did, right? Did you not put the door in? Did you just leave the door on the ground and go home? Okay, hang on, I'm going to try something else. No, that did not work either. I had them deconstruct a huge section of the wall and then put it back and then put another door in it. Now I'm genuinely confused. Because I've done this. I understand I'm not good at things. That's part of my charm, allegedly. That's what I'm told by Mrs. Dave. But I've done this. I've done a holding cell before, and it's been enclosed within walls. So I had planned to get to the first cell block today, but apparently that's not going to happen right now. So now is the part of the program where the comments section gets to tell me exactly what I'm doing wrong, which I know is very fun for people. So somehow, and I'm kind of zooming out so you folks can get an eye on it, somehow this holding cell is not enclosed. I feel that it is. And again, I did put up another section of wall over here, just in case it was these two doors in the offices that was causing the problem. It does not appear to be. This appears to be enclosed to the best of my knowledge, so do please let me know exactly what I may not be doing correctly. I mean, in regards to the enclosed thing. I mean, if you're going to do a list of things I don't do correctly, it's going to take you a while. But in regards to the holding cell, we're getting not enclosed, and I'm really genuinely not sure why. So do please let me know in the comments so we can actually get on to building a prison, which is kind of the whole point of the game. Otherwise, we've just got a yard with an obstacle course on it, which is very enchanting, but not really very prison-like. So let me know in the comments what exactly the deal is here, and do let me know what you're thinking of Prison Architect. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this sugarless nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Bugs are inherently stupid, and they get in places and they can't get out. You know what places they get in? Things that are wide open that don't have screens over them. It's a piece of mesh. We figured this out like 100 years ago. What is wrong with the British, the Irish? I'm just going to keep shooting Hildegard until she goes away, which is my response to most nuns, really. So now, the pit of death is carbon dioxide, polluted oxygen, polluted water, and urine. I've just made it just a little bit worse for everyone down here.